Do you have family or friends who have the latest iPhones? And more so, you're envious of them because it had the dynamic island feature, which by the way is really good. Well, in today's video, I want to show you that you can also have it too on your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold device, irrespective of which iteration it is. With that said, let's get started. The very first thing you want to do is to go into the Play Store, and then at the bottom there, make sure you're on the search option. Thereafter, at the top in the search bar, you want to type in Dynamic Island. And as you can see, I've already done so previously. So what I'm going to do now is to select the Dynamic Island, and you'll get a number of options. Now, the one that you want is the Dynamic Spot - Dynamic Land. So select it, and just so you note, it has been downloaded 5 million plus times, proving how popular this app is. So all you need to do now is just to install the app.
Moments later.
Just before we go further, let me show you some key features regarding the Dynamic Island. So what we want to do is to just go back and just press this downward arrow, just scroll up a bit. Then if I just tap on here, in fact, let me bring that forward for easy viewing. Just run through this quickly. So as it states, you can long press to expand the pop-up. Never miss important events again. So maybe you've ordered something from Just Eat, or you expected an Amazon delivery, or your Uber is due to arrive, or you're checking your flight status, etc. Once you install this, you'll never miss it, which is really cool. Okay, and it says there you can reply directly from the pop-up, meaning you don't have to go to the app itself, which is really handy. Again, I'm going to demonstrate some of this in the tutorial. Again, operate your music, just a tap. So yeah, so those are just some quick access to apps. So those are just some real key features regarding the Dynamic Island. Once you've downloaded the Dynamic Spot app, it should look very much like this. So now all we need to do is go through the setup process, which is really simple. So select it, just follow the instructions. And as you can see, we have these three options which are available to us. And we do need to set all three up. Starting with the first option, which is select apps. And as it states there, select which apps can activate the pop-up. Okay, so if you just tap on here, you'll get a long list of apps that are downloaded on your device. So you'll need to select the app or apps that you would like to activate as the pop-up. So just as an example, let me just select this one and this one. Okay, once we've done that, then what to do is just go back, and you can see we have accomplished the first task, hence the tick in that blue circle. Next, we're going to complete the notification access, and as it states there, needed to recognize arriving notifications. Okay, so just tap on here, follow the instructions. It says please select Dynamic Spot, which is right there in front of us. Select allow. Voila, completed the notification access. Last but not least, the draw on screen, and as it states, needed to display the floating pop-up. Okay, with that done, just tap on it, just read that. Once you're happy with the disclosure, select next. Okay, and it says please select installed apps / Dynamic Spot. Okay, so we select the installed apps here, and right at the top there we're going to select the Dynamic Spot, and we're going to enable this option. Let's go through those. Happy with everything, select allow, and bingo. Now look at that, you got 3 blue circles with the tick inside. And then, yeah, you pretty much tap on done and you are ready to go. Once you've downloaded the app, it should look very similar to this inside. And just to repeat, you don't need to go through the whole setup process again unless you uninstall and then reinstall the app. Even then, as you saw, it was very quick to do. So great thing with this app is that you do have good level of customization, so you can tweak things to your liking, and I'll go through some of those features throughout this tutorial. And the other thing I like with this app as well is that it is free to use. However, if you want some more advanced features, then you can go in that section there that says Pro, buy me a coffee. And I'm not sure how much it is, but I can tell you that the free option is just as good. The other thing to note with this app as well is that you will see some adverts in there. They're not too lengthy, and I guess that's the way they keep their costs down. But as I repeat, the free version should be enough for you to use. Okay, we're done with the jargon. Let's put it to the test. For my first test, what I'm going to do is go into my clock here. Got the 1 minute timer. We'll start it and then just flick away. So maybe I want to do something else while that's going on in the background. Yes, I do have it at the bottom there, but look, have it right up there. So if I just tap on it, look at that. And right from here, without going into the app itself, I can choose to pause it and then later come back, resume, and if I want, just cancel it right there. That is pretty neat. We've now established that the dynamic island works on the outer display, but does it work on the inner display of the Z Fold device? There's only one way to find out. So like before, let's select the clock. We'll start the 1 minute timer and drum roll, dun dun dun. So we just flick away. Oh, look at that. We have the timer on the inner display. Oh, and look at that. We've got another message that has come through. I could not have timed that at all. So right from here, and as you can see, look, you can have two pop-up icons at the same time. So we're going to stick with the timer. And right from here, we can operate it like before. We can pause it, then come back, resume, and if we want, we can just terminate it right from here. I don't know about you, but this is fantastic. What I'm going to do now is to send myself a WhatsApp message from this device onto this Galaxy Z Fold 3. So here we go. So keep your eye on the Fold. Look at that. Woo! Beautiful. Came out beautifully. So as you can see, the pop-up is now in white. You can change the colors of the pop-up itself, and they are free to do within the Dynamic Spot app itself. The other thing you can do is have the duration of this pill. So as it stands, you can have it like this. I believe it's free for up to 1 minute. If you want it any longer than that, you'd have to pay for it. And also you can change whether you want this pillar to be like this or to be slightly separate from that. And also if you tap on it like that, you can change the duration, how long you want the pop-up in this expanded mode. And if my memory serves me correctly, again, it's in the settings menu, and you can have it free for more than 1 minute, which is really cool. Again, I may show this a little later in the video. So right here, as you can see, I can choose to reply, mark as read, or mute this message. Like the last clip, what I'm going to do now is again send myself a message, and let's see what appears on the outer display of the Galaxy Z Fold 3. So here we go. Should be coming through any moment. Look at that, right on cue. And again, you may have noticed I've changed the color here. And the other thing I've chosen to do is to add the app icon. Yes, you can do that because it makes it easier for you to identify the app. So yeah, you can choose the to have the app icon within the dynamic spot app settings. If you're enjoying this video, a subscribe to the channel below would be like a ray of sunshine, and it is free to do, as my analytics are showing less than 1% of you watching are subscribers. And a big thank you to those of you who have subscribed to the channel, as it keeps me going. So let's say, for instance, you've been using the Dynamic Spot app and you're really happy with it, but you later realize that you have other apps that you have not included in it, as I showed earlier. So let me give you an example. So let's say here, I choose this clock app and I choose the timer. So let's start it. And then I just flick away. And as you can see, nothing is appearing at the top of the screen. Okay, so the way to remedy this, so first of all, let's stop the timer. Okay. And then if you go into the Dynamic Spot app, and then select the top option that says notifications. Sometimes, as I mentioned earlier, you will see some adverts. Okay, so this one, usually they're about 5 seconds long. So this one, there isn't any, so great. So now what you want to do is to select this top option here. And then, so for myself, I do want the clock. So if I go here, because obviously I didn't select it before. So now I want to enable the clock option. Okay, so once I've done that, then I can just come out of this, and then we'll try the clock again and see if it comes up as the dynamic island. So here we go, start the clock, or the timer, move away, look at that, hey presto. We have the timer in the dynamic island at the top of the device. So if I just tap on here, look at it, I can pause it here, and then I can come back and resume what I was doing. So yeah, thought I'd show you that just in case you get stuck along the way. As I mentioned earlier, I did say I'd run through some of the features within the Dynamic Spot app. So let's quickly run through them. So under notifications, you have this one where it says screen off. You can ignore notifications when the screen is off. So you've got that option there available to you. And if you just go back, let's go to general, and right at the top there, you can allow 2 pop-ups to show at the same time, which is really handy. And you can hide background, showing landscape. And then if I just keep scrolling here, and this is the one I was talking about, the small pop-up. So as you can see, this one here says after this time, so you can see it's 1 minute, it's free. But if I select anything more, look at that, you see, so I'd have to pay for it. So it is free up to 1 minute as a small pop-up, or capsule as I like to call it. Now when you expand the pop-up, again, it's currently on 1 minute, as you can see on the right there. But if I go more, look at that, that's 10 minutes, look at that, 6 hours, all the way up to 24 hours I can have it. So I can have it expanded for free for more than 1 minute. So that is excellent. So again, just go through here and see what features you like. And again, any ones you see with the cups here, that means you'll have to pay for. I'm not sure how much it is, have to be honest. I just stick to the free version. So again, appearance. So again, as I mentioned earlier, you will see some adverts, but they're only just very, very short. Okay, so here it says show the pop-up as a notch attached to the frame instead of a floating pill. So again, you've got that option. So again, just go around the app and play with them. And then obviously the colors, you've got those. Excellent. As I mentioned earlier, the free option is just as good. Oh, and then as you can see the bottom there, so where it says icons, so you see the middle one I've selected, that one allows you to use the app icons when you receive notifications, because you may be sitting down or lying in bed and you can see it. You'll notice via the app icon what's more important to you. So I think that's a really good option. Again, that one is free to use. And then see here the position. So again, just a few seconds with adverts and then it should come clean. Okay, so close that. Oh, okay, so let's go back here into position. Again, I don't touch any of these, but you can go around and play with them. So yeah, so that's just a quick run through of some of the features within the Dynamic Spot app. And there you have it, the Dynamic Island feature on your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold device. So you can go back to your friends who have iPhones and let them know that you also have it too.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. My name is Sholo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another episode. Peace.